We're looking at fly pedals. This is another Kickstarter project out of Colorado. This is their second version of this. It's a clipless pedal adapter, so it lets you ride your clipless bike without clipless shoes. So let's just get into this. So it's a really simple package, retail box. It's pretty nice, explains what it is on the outside. Let's just get into these here. So it's a pretty simple product. This was their second iteration, so they made some improvements. Comes with a little instruction card. But this is what you get in the box. So you get these two kind of adapters. These are only used for Crank Brothers pedals and Time Attack pedals. And then these are the actual pedal adapters. You see how they're pinned. They kind of, when they sandwich together, they fit together. And this is so super slim, you can slide in your pocket. Some improvements that they made from the last one is these pins. It used to have a kind of a pyramid shape texture on it. These pins, I think, do a way better job at gripping. It's just like a downhill or a BMX pedal that's going to have metal pins in it. But then they also have these slots, so you can actually run straps on these. So you can have, pedal retention with regular shoes. So what's really cool about them, and there's been a couple other companies that have tried doing a clipless pedal adapter. Really no one has done a good one until this one. Even their first one, this is a huge improvement. It does 2-bolt and 3-bolt cleats, so that's going to pretty much cover everything. You can see here that's going to be road pedals, mountain bike pedals. You're going to be able to do 2-bolt like a Crank Brothers or an SPD. Which this is going to be one of the most popular cleats, a lot for commuters and the Crank Brothers. And then you could also do a 3-bolt road cleat on here. So it's really cool that they provide you both bolt patterns, so you can pretty much put anything on it. They're made out of aluminum, so they're very light. I don't know what the exact weight is, but they're very light. And then they chrome plated them. I believe this is chrome. It might be nickel, but it makes it a very hard surface. I guess one of the issues would be if this was just aluminum, this would eventually wear. Especially the pins would wear, and they'd wear pretty smooth, fairly quickly, depending on your shoes. A lot of people wonder what these would be used for. And for somebody that rides a lot, you might even daily commute on a bike with clipless pedals. Especially if you're in an area with hilly terrain where the clipless pedals can really benefit you. But, if you're running down to the store, you're just running down the street, sometimes it's a pain. And I find myself personally, I end up, sometimes riding the bike without my clipless shoes because I don't want to deal with them, or I'm going somewhere where I need to wear dress shoes. Or right now in winter in Pittsburgh, it's pretty cold. It's 10 degrees today and snowing. And I want to ride wearing boots, so this is real easy. So my bike with Crank Brothers pedals, I have a set of these with a Crank Brothers cleat on them. Normally I ride wearing DZRs for commuting, or I wear my road shoes or my mountain shoes. But it's nice that I can wear boots with these, ride my clipless bike, it's not going to be the same as riding clipless. With the straps, it's going to be a lot better. But even without any retention, the grip on these is really remarkable. And it's a really good, elegant solution for the problem of these short trips that you take on your clipless bike. So these, they're made in the U.S., which I think is really cool. A lot of stuff, especially a lot of stuff on Kickstarter now, their first batch is made in the U.S., and then they have the rest. They realize they really can't do it, and then they have to do it overseas. And then, it really can be hard to manufacture things in the U.S., but it's really cool that these guys in Colorado are still making this in the U.S. It's a really good product. So it's really simple to add cleats to these. Whether it be 2-bolt or 3-bolt, it's really simple, just like installing them on your shoes. You're just going to use the hardware that come with the cleats. And whether that is Crank Brothers or SPD or Time, it's all going to be pretty simple. It's either going to be 2 bolts or 3 bolts. And they just, if I can get this in, just screw in These threads are really nice. There's no kind of burrs or anything in there. I've had a couple shoes that you realize that the threaded plate, the thread isn't perfectly cut, and you kind of have to jam the screw in, but these go in really, really easily. And you can see, even with the cleat on it, it's still super thin. There's not really going to be a pedal adapter that is that thin. And I think one of the reasons that they made these thinner than the last one is to help with fit. So if you have too much when you're adding the pedal on, especially if you're not wearing much thinner shoes, there is kind of an issue of your saddle height. But with these, I think most people, especially on the short rides that they're going to do, whether on their road bike or their mountain bike or whatever, you're not really going to need to adjust the saddle. You'll still be fine.